Hello everyone. In today's video, I'll explain a very important concept of NMR spectroscopy, that is chemical shift. Okay, so before going to chemical shift, we must know what is shielding and deshielding. So let us see the topic. So already we know when we place a substance in external magnetic field, we will pass radio waves. These radio waves brings a transition of proton from one energy level to another energy level. That was a change brought by radio waves in NMR spectroscopy. Okay, so for example, when we are keeping a substance in external magnetic field, the substance inside consists of many molecules. Molecules again consist of atoms. Okay, so these atoms inside having a nucleus, and this nucleus surrounded by the different electrons. So when we keep this molecules in external magnetic field, the electrons revolve around the nucleus. So when these electrons revolving around the nucleus, they produce a secondary magnetic field that is called as induced magnetic field. When a nucleus of an atom is placed in external magnetic field, the electrons around the nucleus produce a secondary magnetic field called induced magnetic field. Okay, so if this for example, you can see the diagram, magnetic waves of this radiations. You can see nucleus, and these are the magnetic lines of force produced by this particular electron. So this is, you can see these lines of force is nothing but external magnetic field. Okay, so if the applied magnetic field and induced magnetic field are in same direction, then it is called as deshielding. So you can see applied magnetic field, induced magnetic field are in same direction, then it is called process of deshielding. Okay, so if this applied magnetic field and induced magnetic field are in opposite direction, you can see this applied magnetic field lines are opposite to this induced magnetic field force lines. Okay, so if both are opposite, then it is called shielding process. So now we understood what is shielding and deshielding. Let us see what is a chemical shift. Because of shielding and deshielding, we will get different signals in the NMR spectra. Okay, this shielding shifts absorption peak towards upfield. Deshielding shifts absorption peak towards downfield. You can observe NMR spectra. There are values. These values are from 0 to 10. These are nothing but chemical shift values. Chemical shift is expressed in delta, and it is having units called ppm, parts per million. Okay, so there is a TMS you can observe. TMS is nothing but tetramethylsilane. This is used as a reference molecule in NMR spectroscopy. Okay, so you can see I'm telling that absorption, shielding shifts the absorption towards the upfield. Deshielding shifts the absorption towards the downfield. That means what? Shielding gives a lowest number peak in delta. That means it gives a lowest delta value. Because of deshielding, you'll get highest delta value in NMR spectra. Okay, so why we use tetramethylsilane as the reference molecule? So tetramethylsilane has a capability to solve all organic substances. Along with that, it is a highly volatile substance. That means after completing the process, we can easily remove this TMS from the compound. And it is, you can observe all the protons in this tetramethylsilane gives a single peak, because all are present in the same environment. They are all are having same distance from the silicon. Because of the silicon, they are highly shielded. Because of the silicon, they are highly shielded. That means the silicon, because of electronegativity of silicon, they are highly shielded. This shielding gives the peak at the highest value, lowest value in the NMR spectra. You can observe the peak is observed at 0. Okay, that is the reason we are taking the TMS as a reference molecule. This chemical shift can be calculated by using the formula delta is equals to frequency of sample minus frequency of TMS by operating frequency in megacycles. Okay, so this can indicated with delta is equals to, this is nothing but delta nu, difference in the sample frequency to the difference in the TMS frequency. So delta nu by operating frequency in megacycles. So this chemical shift is also expressed in tau. Okay, that is one of the symbol for indicating the chemical shift.